tuning into Trill TV. Today I have with me none other than Dustn Bonezz. And what don't you do? You do A&R. You're a stand-up comedian. You rap. You do a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to go after that greatest entertainer title, like just working, man. I really, you know, I go hard for Boston, and I'm always trying to show the city in the best light and show people, you know, we're not out the conversation. We have those dudes here, you know, we have that type of shit here. So, like, you know, I always want to show people, and not just by showing people by my work ethic, but like trying to inspire the young ones and connect all people together. I like being the person in my region that gets to connect people to different things that they would have never been a part of. Excuse me.
All right. So now you're originally from Boston, and you you moved out to Worcester. What was the reason for that? Is there a story behind that, or?
Yeah, I'm Seminole Nation. So my parents moved around from like upstate New York to down to Georgia and Florida and stuff. When they decided to bring me to like school and all that kind of craziness, I ended up in like Brockton and Boston.
Okay.
And I just love the city, but like I've been there for so long and I've done so much around Boston, in Boston and around Boston, that I felt it was like time in order for me to grow a little more. I had to move away from my environment and move somewhere where people didn't know me.
Okay.
And people wouldn't defer to me so much, so I can actually hear and know.
Okay.
I mean, so that way, you know, I could learn to grow in myself, where it's everybody's not just giving me stuff or doing stuff for me because they already know who I am, and, you know, just let me re-earn, you know, myself to see if I really have what it is in me to, you know, still be that person and not live off a past reputation and what I did yesterday.
Oh, all right.
That type of stuff. And so from there, just been it's been like the wildest 3-year ride.
Wow, okay.
You know what I mean? And through there, you know, I came out to put my album together and just put all this stuff right. And in turn, I knew that I had hit a wall, like a dark period, where I needed to just get past the dark period so I could start writing the rest of my album.
Okay.
And this was like the place that, you know, I could hear no.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. A place where I can hear no. Because most people don't say that. Most people are looking.
Most people are always hearing no. Because most people
do hear no.
Because you don't put that work in. If you don't put work in, and put it this way, you get to a level in life, right, where you're doing something and you don't put that work in, you'll always hear no all the time. But if you put real work in, real dedication, people see you when you say that you do something.
Yeah.
And you're really about something, and they see you really about that and your results. So now they know you with that skill set. Like, nobody's going to trust somebody. Like, if you wash walls or whatever, no fashion designer's going to run up and be like, hey, you want to model these dresses?
Right.
You take out trash, but you want to help me fix this race car? Like, no. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
But if you really, if they see you outside putting together a Honda that does 200 miles an hour, I might can put this dude on the racing team. I might can ask this dude to help me fix my lawnmower. But see, we don't put that work in. We're in a society of instant gratification where you can just say you're something and post a video of any type of skill level, and I'm a rapper. You know, you rap presents. I mean, you're not, you know, a producer can be a guy that just picked up a laptop and downloaded a program yesterday and figured out how to put some shit together, and now you're a producer. I've been making music for the better part of 30-something odd years, putting it together. Not me singing, just me working around arranging notes and samples and sounds and chords and stuff. It took me 25 years before I decided to let somebody hear the first beat. Really? Why? Because I wanted to work at it enough where I felt that I put the proper respect into the craft, that I wasn't insulting the people that I looked up to who've done this. The people that I know that are producers, like Premier and those dudes, and Shoddy, like dudes that I've watched for years put work in. So, I've been blessed to be around the Rough Rider camp. I've been blessed to be around the Wu-Tang camp because, you know, straight up ENT, we had to protect your neck, and Wu-Tang management. Jimmy Kane, Corley, you know, Vega, shout out to Big Moot. So with those umbrellas, you don't go around the RZA and be like, yo, listen, I just made a beat. Deck told me that. He was a Deck. I was sitting with, I'm sorry about name dropping, but I only know what I know and who I know. So I'm sitting in the studio, and Deck came in to do his album, It has nothing to do with me. I'm not on the album. I ain't had nothing to do with the process at all. But like, blessed enough to let me sit and rock, you know, and listen to his process and pick out and pick brain about some beats. And he started playing me some joints that he had done. And I'm like, wow. Wow. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, you ain't never really, he was like, peace, Lord. Why would how do you really sit and you in the room with the RZA and Knife Wonder and all these dudes and say, yo, I made some beats. Like,
right.
So I was like, I get it. That's why, you know, I ain't really say nothing. I feel you. And this is deck talk. This is expected. Rebel INS. Shout out, happy belated birthday. Wow. This is how this goes down. So I respected that. And this is Deck saying this. This isn't just me saying, you know, so I really, really understood that I was really on that type of respect factor. Now, you know, anybody feel free to come. If you got that bread, you can come holler at your boy. Because I'm more in couture than I am into Wally World. I mean, more than everybody being able to get access and pay for my joint. I'd rather it be couture, like, you know, every beat ain't, there's not 5 of those that sound, I don't have 2 joints that I've made that sound the same.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Because sometimes you hear some people that they're producers and they may be all right, but then you hear a lot of their beats sound similar.
I don't want I want you to figure out that I made it, so you could be like, you'll hear his footprint, but like that's a Bonezz beat.
Yeah.
That's a Bonezz beat. But I don't want it to be a block where I can have a whole radio show with just 17 songs come by and they're all mine because they all sound the same.
Yeah. Okay. So now, you're still working on your album or a new project or?
Yes, I'm finishing up. I'm currently finishing up the only one right now.
Okay.
I'm working with. I got 3 of my producers, and plus I'm producing a lot of content for the album. Like I'm making my own beats and all that other stuff, so I'm putting songs in.
Yeah.
And there's certain songs that I'm reworking because there's artists that I didn't really want features at first, but there's certain people that reached out to me and they're legends. So I figured, you know, let me really, really give people the best project that you could possibly get because I'm only gonna do 1 studio album.
Why only 1?
What's better than being number 1?
I guess nothing, right?
The only one.
Oh.
So if I always got to keep making music to kind of duplicate myself and try to copy lightning flashing or whatever, and I oversaturate, I'd rather give you the best product so you can hear what I have to say, and I can leave that alone. I have nothing to chase because I'm a grown-ass man, and I have other jobs, and I won't be able to dedicate the attention to those jobs and projects if I'm worrying about me as the project.
That's true.
You can't really deal. It's really, really hard to give an artist an attention when I'm trying to push mine and crush everybody else's joint, and I got to counsel and work or do something for another artist. I can't really give them the proper attention to do any of that stuff.
Right.
I mean, even my parents, I can't give them the proper attention if I'm out recording another album and trying to do a double disc and come back and kill them like I did last year. No. I have some things I need people to say, so when I'm no longer here, you can know that you'll still have my voice to be able to tell you that I love us.
Now that song that you did live at the block party show.
I Hear Angels.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Is that going to be on the album?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's the lead off single. We'll be dropping it soon. Probably drop while I'm out on tour. But that's my anti-bullying song. Okay. It's for. I originally wrote it as a rock song, but I figured somebody told me I should turn it into a rap song because they like the way that the lyric sheet goes. And I knew this girl, Gabriella, who lived out in Gardner, and some people was bullying this little girl to the point where the little girl took her life. She was like 12 years old, 14, excuse me, I pardon myself. I mean, and Paula Vick from my neighborhood was another little girl who she died trying to breathe. She got shot in the throat because she was just talking to some kids from her neighborhood. And in my city, I'm from Orchard Park, they lock off the gates when you're in the back. So if somebody comes, you got to run into somebody's house to get away if somebody tries to hurt you. And a bullet ricocheted, hit baby girl in the throat, and she died a day later. So like for me, I look at those people as like angels. Like we don't look at them, we really don't see our kids like that because we're always looking at the cell phones and sneakers we got to buy them to validate our parenting. But like to me, I look at, you know, they're angels. Like, you know, they would be angels, but somebody broke their wings. They either did something to somebody or moved them a certain way or gave them pain to the point where they don't have the joy to just fly all day anymore. You know what I mean? And if you don't take the time to know that they're here, then when you touch them, it's like soon as somebody knows who I am or I know who they are, and because to love someone is to know them. So as soon as I get to love someone and someone loves me, it seems like I touch them and they just die. They just burst into flames and they're gone. So, you know, it's kind of tell people to be quiet. There's angels here, they're speaking. If you pay attention and listen to them, you probably not want to kill them. You probably not want to make them feel like they feel they should kill themselves or they should die or the place will be better without them. So, you know, I'm trying to give that understanding, you know, like my thing is I love us. I understand the movements to Black Lives Matters and everything out there. But my problem with those things is I have friends from all over the world. Everything that the Creator created, I respect.
Yeah.
So, and vice versa. Like, you know, I'm probably the only dog I'm the only person that Loki is not bit. Included its owner and all of that. You know what I mean? Because I really have no mask and I just love us. I love us means I don't want what you want. I want what you want for you.
Okay.
Simple. Like, I don't need what you want. I don't need what you want in life to be happy or to be. I've been popular since birth. I want what the people that I love or the people in the world want for themselves. So that's one less person that I have to worry about being mad or upset or jealous or offended by what I am pursuing.
Okay.
Because I'm going to put my hands on my shit.
Yeah.
So, like, you know,
yeah.
I don't want somebody to be messed up. And that's one less person that I have to worry about not helping. But that's one more person, if you have what you require in life, that can help somebody else. So I won't have to help them. And we can get two people help.
Okay.
And if we got two people, then that's four people that can get help.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if we're constantly stressed out because of what we don't have, and what we deem necessary because we see somebody else with it, it distracts, it fucks up, it stunts us. So I love us. My anti-bullying song, I want to show people that we hip-hop artists. I'm not a rapper, I'm a musician and an artist. But I get the money to go behind the machine, get the publicity. I got a lot of people that are known and so forth. Yeah. But if I'm going to take the time when you're in front of the camera, when you got that 15 minutes or so to really, really speak out about something and your voice has volume for the first time in your life. I've had cars, I've had jewelry, I've had fear, I've had respect, I've had power for quite some time. I've had women, I've had the crime life, I had the story, all of that. But while I got this time, let me show some love. Let me give you some love from me. That's going to be the narrative, you know, that I broadcast. That's the part of the revolution we're going to try. Revolution means change. If we're into hate, if we're into pain, if we're into disrespect, if we're into crushing something, how about we try love and see if that fixes it? Because like the one thing that we're not trying, we're trying like, we're trying lust, we're trying all this other shit. You know what I mean? But we're not trying that. You know what I mean? To love someone, you got to know someone.
Yeah.
You gotta to know someone. That means you know they're good, they're bad, and you accept it.
Yeah.
Because you respect it, so you get it, and then you rock with him. That's my girl. That's my dude. I don't care what he do. He fight at McDonald's. So what? I'll kill you.
Yeah.
It's my girl. She do up in the car. So what? You should have drove her home earlier. Because you know them. You know your girl goofy. You know that girl doofy. She's not supposed to be drinking no margaritas after 6.
Yeah.
Still, you went and got her a scorpion bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, to love someone, know that person. Understand what that person's coming from. Take the time to figure out somebody's culture, background, what's going on, what they might have been through. So when they say or do something, it might not, you know, mean what you think it is in your painful lexicon. It might actually mean what they're saying from their experience.
Right.
We don't think about that. We think about what it means to us. To ever try to consider that it might mean something different, and we prejudge and we destroy another bridge or a relationship with somebody that was trying to connect, that could have helped you or you could have helped them, but instead you chose to misunderstand, not care, not know, so that's not love.
True, it's not.
Any decent of love, like, so, you know, that's what I'm trying to spread, and by showing it, by doing shit. Not just talking about it and telling you, yo, you should help. Let me show you.
Yeah.
Let me show you. Like, you got a little boy. You show a boy how to be a man by being a man in front of him, not telling him how to be.
Right. Right.
Then he knows how to hold himself. Now he knows how to hold a door for a grown woman. He knows to defend if there's children around. He knows not to disrespect a woman or let that go. He knows to take care, provide, uplift, rebuild, constantly elevate, constantly evolve. Because a man is in front of him showing him.
Yeah.
Not telling him. We're going to show the world what I Love Us looks like.
I like that. I like that. So okay. So, but how did you get involved in A&R? Like, did you start out with rap? You start out rapping, and you start with music, and then you moved into that?
My ears are long, and I love this culture.
Okay.
So, like, I'm a student of music. I'm a student of hip-hop. I'm a student of rock. I'm a student. Like, I love my job. I love my craft.
Yeah.
So, because I pay that much attention and put that much work into it, Jimmy had the bright idea for me to, I was already thinking of what I'm going to do before I drop my album when I end my career, like my exit game. And Jimmy brought me in, you know, that's my A&R. You know more about hip-hop than anybody that I've ever seen come through here. Like, nobody can stump me with a song or an artist or what, like, you say an artist, I can tell you like at least 3 or 4 songs from this person, and we can go wherever you want to go. I'm wicked with it.
Okay.
I mean, we can listen to a movie. I'll tell you where they got that sample from.
Okay.
Who sung it, or what movie it came from, and what person used it in a joint first. I'm one of them type of people. So, plus, I don't really have no, I'm an asshole. So I have no problem with telling somebody that, you know, I really think after listening to that and thinking about it for quite some time, that you need to just go to Walmart. You should be a personal trainer or something, or you should just go work at a clothes. Like, this is really, you're just going to really, really fuck over a lot of your people, your girlfriend's money. You're going to mess up a couple of tax checks. You could have just went and bought a Nintendo or a PlayStation 5 and some new rims for your Toyota to sell and just called it a day. You're going to waste a lot of money recording, wasting people's time, man, because even if you spend the 80 grand, they're not going to play that shit. I've heard songs where a dude was yelling, literally saying that he was gonna, we were like, do you want this in auto-tuning? He was like, no, I'm gonna make my voice so it sounds like auto-tune. So we let him record. Out came, I'm gonna put the fights in upside down, raccoons. Exactly.
It sounded like that?
This is my job. Shit is crazy. Like, you know, I can't make this shit up. Yeah. So, you know, certain people should just do something else.
Right.
And it saves certain girls from being around people that they really shouldn't be around, because those people don't want to tell them that they're not really good enough to do it, so they let them hang around so they can victimize and abuse those girls. And the dudes too. You keep getting people to spend money on stuff and they're really not that good. But I will be honest enough, because I love us, to tell you this is not for you.
Yeah. Right.
Your grandma and them, they really don't need to spend their retirement on none of this. You know what I mean? You got 70,000 likes, but you got 70 million views, but you only got 3 likes. Just stop.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Yeah.
Stop resisting.
Stop resisting.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
That and the comedy stuff, I started doing comedy because I wanted to, well, not so much that I wanted to, but I was, you know, the only person that was a comedian on the team, and it started loosening up the audiences.
Okay, yeah, it does. I used to do stand-up. I did it for a minute, yeah. It does.
I open the crowd and keep them on a good vibration, so when people are coming in and filling up the club, getting their drinks and showing their best cat daddy side of their leisure, I mean, wiggling keys, there's a couple of jokes in the air while they sipping on Hennessy, wiggling that big king ring on a pinky, I mean, just to do that so the energy's good. So that way when the artists that we travel with would perform, it was a better reception, as opposed to somebody coming out screaming, I live and die for this. And, I can't. I mean, you don't know if I'm working at a Kia, I kill 50 people. I mean, and then everybody's sitting around with drinks, and we're not from that town or that city or that state. So, you know, we're performing and everybody's already aggressive because they out there with their chick. I had to get dressed up for this, bring her out here with the new weave and nails. And I mean, and pay for this over watered down Hennessy, and now I got to listen to this dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I would come out and perform and crack jokes, plus I'm talking about us. I watch the news in the local cities. I pay attention to what's going on. You know, that's my prep work before I go on stage. Everybody got to shut the fuck up in the hotel room so I can check out what's going on here. I read the paper. I go out in the city. I go by Dutchess. I go to the project. I want to see the hood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know people in every city and state in this country, so like, you know, I fuck with that type of stuff. And then I go out and I talk to the people. I speak with them. I walk in the crowd. I kick it with them. Yeah, I love us, so I want to, you know more. So I can love us better. You know what I mean? And that's what I've done. And then I started doing comedy specials, but a couple of those deals fizzled out. But we got the right management and the right team of executives around us right now. So after I'm done making sure that we solidified the project to send it out, then, you know, I'll start thinking about the comedy stuff. Then we'll do a special with me and Shawty. Got some things that we're working on, some treatments that we're about to come with. We're about to try to come to these rock venues with these tours that we're doing in a different mind state.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just really excited to be working on Test Humans project.
Yeah.
And really pushing the concept of mob rock to the universe so we can Thanos this whole shit. The goal is to be the Beast 57 space modulator for the Earth. You know what that means? You remember Marvin the Martian?
Yeah.
B-57 space modulator. That little thing that was inside the gun. Everybody concentrated on the gun in Marvin, but the really most dangerous thing in the situation was the B-57 space modulator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're gonna be that little battery that goes inside of the gun that blows everything up. As opposed to being the gun and concentrating on the violence. It's not the object of destruction that you should fear. It should be the power behind why something needs to be destroyed. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to show you that you have the power. The government is nothing for you to be complaining about. You can do what you're complaining that somebody's not doing for you yourself. You came out gorgeous. Did you have to wait for the salon cross town to help you do that?
No.
Did you have to complain about the lady over there messing up anything?
No.
So you can take control and power for yourself. That's what we come in to show people. Instead of complaining and worrying about all this other stuff, why don't you get up off your ass and get off your goddamn shoulders and do something? We have the power to do anything. We have the power to fuck our lives up like we do so well. You know what I mean? But we never have we act like we don't have the power to be like, nah, I'm good.
Okay.
We don't do none of that. We just, okay, and then we're stuck in some shit. Okay, fuck. I mean, and then we're mad at everybody else except ourselves because all we had to do to avoid this whole joint is, no, I'm good. No, thank you. I got something else to do. Somebody's calling me. I'm waiting for this chick. Fuck. You gonna fuck my FICO up? They don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm rolling this blunt. I can't smoke this. I smoke this weed, then I'll get high, and then I won't have to worry about you. You know what I mean? That type of shit. We don't. We find every other excuse to find some bullshit because we tell ourselves that our lives in the transitions of the periods of what we're doing is so boring that we need to force interaction to be a part, to feel something. Figure like in your life, you've gone through a great many extremes and regressions and accelerations and so forth, but most people find themselves ungrateful for the downtime in the transition, as opposed to waiting patiently, gearing yourself up with humility and enjoying the experience that you just went through, or the triumph of what you just accomplished. We complain about, we're not doing nothing right now. Oh my God, I hate my life. Like, you know, we go through that bullshit where we're just, you know, you got a beautiful home, you got a good relationship, you got a good job. You can't sit back and just enjoy, wow, I really, really dig my job. This shit is dope. Like, you know, I'm in my car, I'm trying to figure out the 15 buttons that are sitting underneath my radio button. Instead, we're driving the car to go show it off to somebody else so they can get inside of it and fuck it up. And then mad about it when we got a burn hole in the seat, but you couldn't have burned the passenger seat or the back seat yourself. But if you would have took the time to go out and just take a ride, just you and your automobile, just you and your shit, enjoy it, see what it does, how it responds, what is good for you or what's not. So when you get somebody in, hey, watch out, let me get you this cup so you could, You don't even get to enjoy stuff. We don't even get to enjoy our relationships because we're so busy forcing everybody's attention to it that we're forced to defend it before we know if we should even still be a part of it. You know, now this is all a roundabout way to show people, you know, what the 15 minutes is motivated by. For me, case it up. My name is Dustn Bonezz. I am from Roxbury. I am Seminole Nation. I am Boston. I am us. I love us. I am a father. I am a grandfather. I am a son. I am a grandson. I am a brother. I am an uncle. I am a cousin. I am a friend. I am a musician. I am a comedian. I am a writer. I am a producer. I am an artist. I am a black man. I am my generation. I am hip hop. And I am coming. And I am coming to destroy you all. So I suggest you get ready. I'm giving y'all till, you know, Santa gets his ass up out of Dodge, and then I'm going to unleash holy hell on you. Until then, I'm going to give you the people in which I drink, eat, sleep, and ride around in the form of Test Human and Mob Rock. For everything else, you can find me on links. Dustn Bonezz 1021. I'm on the gram. My name is my tags. It's my emails. It's Dustn Bonezz 1021. You might find me with 2 Z's. You might find me with 3. But you know, it's Dustn Bonezz. If you get the cartoon icon, you're on the right page because it's not about me. It's about us.
Thank you, Dustn Bonezz, for coming out today on Trill TV. I appreciate you. I appreciate your whole thing. I love us. Everything that you're doing. So everybody, yeah. He already told you where you can find him. You know where to find Trill TV. Pat Scott Trill TV. Peace. Thank you.